honey. I'm sorry you had to wait.
Oh, no, that's okay. I don't mind just as long as we're going home. Thank you. I'm so glad we're going home.
How do you feel?
I feel very hopeful. See, I know when you're taking care of me, I'm going to be a lot better very, very soon.
I'm going to try very hard to make you happy.
Oh, hey, you always make me happy. Oh, you know, I still don't know what Dr. Pagano said. I mean, how come I get to go home?
He said that you're much better than we thought.
Oh, he did?
And that he was confident that you'd be just fine at home with me looking after you.
Was that it?
It's what you've been saying all along, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true. I mean, you're really all I need. Just, Patty, I don't want to be a very bad burden on you. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, and you see, you're so good, and I've been causing so much trouble, but I don't want to cause trouble anymore. I'm going to make it up to you, I promise.
Hey, you're coming home. Everything's going to be fine.
Now, everything is going to be very fine. See, we're going to do things your way now. We're going to work out your schedule, and when you eat, and when you go to sleep, and you're going to be the best doctor in the whole world. Oh, I can't believe I'm finally getting out of here. Oh, are you going to get into trouble because of this?
No, don't worry. I got the night off.
Got the whole night off? Huh?
The whole night. But I do have to report to the picket line tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock sharp. Hey, Dee. Thought you wanted to get out of here.
Oh, I do.
Well, let's get going.
Patty, could I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Well, before we go home, you think we could go over to the bar? I want to see Maeve and Johnny and Little John. See, I want them to see how happy we are, and I miss them a lot.
Well, now, honey, wouldn't you rather go home and have a nice dinner and see them tomorrow?
No, I don't want to go home. See, tomorrow you're going to be too busy, and I don't want to go over there by myself. You know something? I don't even have food at home, so Maeve can cook you up a nice hot meal, and then well, we have the rest of the night to ourselves.
Okay, but look, it's got to be a short visit. Tomorrow's a long day. I want to get plenty of sleep.
Okay, I promise you it's going to be a very, very short visit. I just want them to see that I'm better. You know, it's been very scary here. I need to see some familiar faces, really.
Well, I'm sure they'd love to see you. Let's go.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
Pressure.
Delicious.
Beautiful. And very desirable.
Like your style, Doctor. You're a skillful and accomplished lover.
And I admire a woman who knows what pleases her and says so.
Mm-hmm. No problem there. Yeah. We understand each other. We communicate. We enjoy. This has all the makings of a very comfortable, mutually satisfying situation.
And you were more than welcome to seek refuge, comfort, the pleasures of love, champagne, and anything else that I can offer you.
It'll be good. We just have to be discreet.
I promise you the better part of valor.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot for the reassurance. But I was confident about that before I ever set foot in the apartment.
I am looking forward to an uncomplicated, delightful relationship. And I promise that I won't do anything to jeopardize that possibility.
Yeah. Because we both know a lot of harm could be done if anyone were to find out about this.
Has anything like that ever happened before?
Sorry you did that. You're insinuating that this sort of a relationship has been a regular part of my marriage, and it hasn't. I'm not in the habit of explaining myself or defending my behavior to anybody, but since you have made a false assumption, I'm not a promiscuous woman. I won't pretend this isn't the first time I've sought comfort outside the boundaries of marriage. But when I do pursue an interest, it's done with discretion. And that's not out of any personal fear. It's to protect Bill. Because I love him. Because I owe him more than I could ever repay. Because I'd never hurt him deliberately or allow him to be hurt. Gone to great lengths to avoid that.
Ray, I didn't mean to offend you. And my promise still stands.
Oops. I really am. It's just that I want you to understand something very important about me. I take care, good care, of people I love. I don't allow them to be hurt or upset in any way if I can avoid it.
That's just one more beautiful thing about you.
Yeah. Well, if we finished with that subject, shall we drop it and move on?
To another subject?
Nah. I don't care much for pillow talk, do you?
Oh, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And time is such a precious commodity.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Faith, I never saw you come in. How are you, darling?
Oh, I'm fine. What's wrong?
What? What do you mean?
Come on, Maeve. You aren't just slicing those potatoes. You're murdering them.
Oh.
From the time I was a little girl, I always knew there was trouble when you did battle with the vegetables. The plan didn't backfire, did it? I mean, the last thing I'd heard, they'd stop banging on the pipes.
Oh, where's my head? I have the honor to tell you that our plan worked like a charm.
They're talking?
Talking, darling. They're together again. They're in love. Jack can't wait to get Mary and Ryan down home with him.
Oh, Maeve, you did it. You're terrific.
Ah, yes, wonderful news. But I cannot accept congratulations. That was Mary's and Jack's work. They were the one that worked on it.
Oh, but you're the one who made it possible.
Oh, yes, but let's not forget Tom's hand in this madness. He really is a remarkable man. He's been quite a friend to Mary.
He's in love with her, isn't he?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
It's not easy to let go when you love someone.
Huh? Yes. Takes a very special person and a special love to have the courage to let go.
Ah, I didn't mean to. You know, I'm really impressed with Tom.
Yes. He's a gentle and considerate man. That he is. You know, he really did what he thought was best for Mary, regardless of his personal feelings. I guess there are some men who are more reasonable than others.
Yeah. And what unreasonable man has you so angry with those potatoes?
Ugh.
Maeve?
John Ryan, who else?
Not happy about Jack and Mary?
Happy, is it? Oh, he's dead set against it. I don't understand. Why can't he see that those two people are in love? To his way of thinking, it's just Jack Finelli's return to break Mary Ryan's heart.
Maeve. You know, he's probably just feeling a little overprotective at the moment, but once he gets a chance to get used to the idea, he'll come around.
John Ryan, once he gets his mind set on something, there's no shaking him loose. Oh, no. My way of thinking, he's just not thinking of Mary's happiness, he's thinking of his own pride. He's let everybody know that he can't stand Jack, and now if he turns around and accepts him, why, that's just breaking his word. He's just plain pig-headed, that's all.
Want another potato?
Oh, I know. I have a temper, but it's not as bad as his. I wish I had a nickel for every time we've locked horns in the last 31 years. Oh, I'd be a rich woman.
You know, I'd say you're just about the richest lady I know. I don't think there are two people who love each other more than you and Johnny.
Well, nowhere is it written that just because you love a man, you can't see his stubborn qualities and get so angry and so frustrated that you just,
Peel potatoes.
Oh, you're a good listener. You always were, even as a child. You had a way of turning a phrase that always made me smile. I couldn't love you more than if you were one of my own.
Well, you know how I feel. Now, tell me, where can I find Jack and Mary?
Oh, when last seen,
Both
they...
upstairs. Well, now, is the prettiest doctor in the city of New York.
Oh, you mean me? Huh? I'm fine, Johnny.
I suppose Mary's been filling you in about what's been going on around here since morning.
Well, I heard the news about Jack and Mary. Which, come to think of it, I think I'll go up and see them.
Wait, just a second. There's something you probably haven't heard that might interest you.
Uh-huh.
And you too, lady. Well, I guess my wife isn't talking to me. I just thought that she might be interested in the fact that I just had a little chat with Jack Finelli. I thought that would get your attention.
What happened?
Well, I started out telling him exactly what I thought of him and the reconciliation, and I was just getting warmed up when Mary walked in and said a few things.
Well, for heaven's sake, man, what sort of things?
All right, I'm getting to it. She said a couple of things and added to what you already said. Just made some sense, that's all.
Well, you're not making very much sense right at this minute, if you don't mind my saying so.
She told me exactly how she felt. And she asked me to try and understand, not just with my head, but from the inside out. So it's going to be hard for me, but it's going to mean her happiness. I'm going to try. I shook hands with Mr. Finelli.
Excuse me, but I think it's about time that I go upstairs and see Jack and Mary.
So the number on your
Oh, no.
Well, hello. I was sure you'd be asleep.
Hi, Miss Never's been staying with me.
Mrs. Woodard, your husband is quite a good card player.
I think my friend here's been letting me win.
I'm glad you had the spare time, Alicia. It looks like it was fun.
Oh, it was.
Alicia, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Sure.
Well, I'm told that the strike is likely to start tomorrow.
Oh, that's what I've heard, yes.
Well, what I'd like to do is make a separate financial arrangement with you so that I can be sure that Bill will get whatever special attention he needs. I know. He has a private nurse, and I'm here most of the time, but you're in a position to foresee certain possible problems and head them off.
Mrs. Woodard, I will be glad to do anything I can for your husband, but I cannot accept money. It's my job.
Besides, Mr. Woodard is becoming one of my favorite patients.
But I do
no
think
buts. Just rest assured that Mr. Woodard will continue to have the best medical care available anywhere.
Thank you.
Now, if there's nothing else, I think I will say good night for now.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Thanks for the game. And I enjoyed the company.
Me too. Good night, Mr. Woodard. Good night.
Good night. Well, darling. How are you?
Yeah, what a delightful girl. Where have you been?
Doing some errands. Had tea. Miss me?
Well, of course. Ray, I'm sorry.
What about?
I deliberately excluded you from my talk with Frank Ryan.
Forget it. I have.
No, you haven't. I hurt you, and I'm sorry. The truth is that I admire Frank, and I'm excited by his potential, and I'm jealous because you feel the same way.
I've always thought the same way. That's nothing to get jealous about.
Could you leave us alone for a while? I'll buzz you if he needs you. Good. Now, talk to me about something important. What do you think of Frank Ryan's political potential?
It's more than I realized.
Then you had a good talk.
Yeah, it's just great. About made up my mind to back Frank all the way.
Good. I'm glad.
There's only one decision left to be made. What office are we going to back him for?
House. That was the original intention.
Right. Since I have a better sense of the man, I think we may have set our sights too low. In fact, I'm damn well sure of it. Now, if we're going all out, we might as well have a senator to show for it, huh?
On the time, it's awake.
Well, look who's here.
Steve. Oh, darling, it's so good to see
Oh,
you.
so glad to see you, too. Doctor's finally let me out, and Patty's going to take care of me. I know I'm going to get well very soon.
Let's take a look. Oh, you're looking wonderful.
Oh, I feel better. I feel so much better.
Good, good,
I'm
good.
real glad you're going home, Dee.
You know, Patty wanted to go straight back to the apartment so we could be alone. Because he missed me and I missed him. But I said, no, we have to go over to the bar and see you and Johnny and little John.
Ah, that's very sweet, but of course little John is down for the night, dear.
Oh, well, that's okay. You know, I'll come by when I'm really feeling up to it. See, I wanted you to know one thing, though. I know I caused a lot of trouble for everybody, especially for Patty, but that's not going to happen anymore. You know why? Because I'm better. I'm so much better.
There's no point dwelling on the past.
Johnny, do you understand? You see, I was very, very scared. I mean, I guess that's why I had a nervous breakdown.
Nothing for you to be scared about anymore, is there?
Well, I hope you're right. See, I can't afford to be sick. I mean, at least for Patty's sake, I have to be well so he can work and he can be a good doctor. And I promise you, I'm not going to cause any trouble anymore, really.
Well, I'm sure the two of you are going to do just fine.
Where? Are you going to stay for dinner?
You know, I just want you to know one thing, okay? Got to get this clear. All right, well, maybe I was a little scared, but I'm not scared anymore. Because Patty's my husband, and he's always going to be my husband. See, that's all I've always wanted in this whole world.
That's right, honey. Well, we got to decide about dinner. It's getting late.
Would you excuse me? I'm going to go up and see Jack and Mary.
Faith, you know, I know you're going to be spending an awful lot of time with Patty because of the strike. It scared me a little bit, but I'm going to try not to worry about it. Now, I also know that you planned that trouble so there'd be a strike so the two of you could spend a lot of time together.
Dee, you can't possibly mean that.
Delia.
No, I know it. No, it's very, very true. Now, maybe it's a little bit too late for me to do anything about it, but I know it's true. Okay, I'm begging you. Now, I know you don't like me very much, but for Patty's sake, would you please leave him alone?
I think you just better be quiet.
He loves me very much, and he wants me to be better, and he wants us to have a very good life together. So would you just let us live in peace just a little bit and just stay away from him,
Okay, that's enough,
It's
Dee.
okay, Pat. Dee, I have no intention. I have never had any intention of trying to take Pat away from you. He's your husband.
He belongs to me.
Yes, he does. He loves you very much. And I don't think that I could change that even if I wanted to. I want you to know that.
I need him. I need Pat to make me feel better. Do you all understand that? I hope you do.
I think we better go home and have dinner there, okay? Ma, we'll take a rain check.
Yes, dear.
And, give little John a kiss for us, okay? Good night.
Oh, Faith, I'm so sorry. A very special person with very special courage.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's nothing, John. Just something between us.
Oh, I don't know. It's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. I don't mean Delia's illness. She's a survivor. But what really breaks my heart, and I know I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it anyway, the real tragedy is that sooner or later Pat's going to have to make a choice, and I don't see how he can be a doctor and a minister to her for the rest of his life.
Spend breakfast in bed with SoapNet. Sleep in, curl up, and check out. With back-to-back episodes of One Tree Hill and Beverly Hills 90210. Breakfast in bed, 7 to 12 noon every Saturday and Sunday morning on SoapNet.